Good morning, meteorologist Bob Acanfrio with today's tropical update for Monday, October 24, 2011. Well, we have our, I don't even know what fucking number this is. Hang on. Good morning, meteorologist Bob Acanfrio with today's tropical update for Monday, October 24, 2011. Well, we have our 16th named system of this 2011 season in the Atlantic. We have Tropical Storm Rina. This developed yesterday as the hurricane hunters went in there yesterday afternoon and found a tropical depression, and it was upgraded to a tropical storm last night. This is the 8 a.m. advisory. We have maximum sustained winds at 40, movement to the north-northwest at 6. You're going to see on a satellite motion here in a minute, the center is actually displaced just a little southeast of the convection. We still have a little bit of south to south easterly shear affecting this system. Here's the 5-day track by the National Hurricane Center. What's going to happen, we're going to have a slow drift to the north-northwest the next 24 hours or so. High pressure is going to build back into the north, and then we're going to have a push towards more towards the west-northwest. And then another trough is going to come down towards the end of the week. And that's where the models kind of don't know where this is going to go from there. And we'll see more of a northerly track there towards the end. You could see the cone of uncertainty is pretty wide and the extended here. And this shows you how uncertain this forecast is at the end of the period here. My thinking would be a stronger system would tend to move more right and possibly could catch this trough by the end of the week and get shoved just like this and miss Florida totally. A weaker system could just move right into Belize and somewhere here in the Yucatan and just die off across the Yucatan and Central America here. Possibility. Or there's actually 3 possibilities. Kind of could still become a hurricane. And then this trough comes down, kind of leaves it down here, and this system we could still be talking about this system a week from now, just meandering down here as well. A lot of possibilities. We do have a tropical storm watch here for the northern Honduras border here, and I would expect some watches and/or warnings to go out across this area here from Belize up across the Yucatan here in the next day or two. Anybody traveling down to Cancun, Cozumel area, I would keep a watch on this system this week and adjust your travel plans accordingly. There is still a chance we could have a hurricane just off the coast here by the end of the week. Okay, satellite picture. So we have our first visible shot of the morning. Definitely looking a little better organized than last night. We're seeing the outflow expanding a little bit here. Looks like the wind shear is just slacking off just a little bit. Appears to me that the center is still to the southeast of the deepest convection. So still not over the deepest convection, but definitely looking a little better organized this morning. I would expect a little bump up on the winds here at the 11 a.m. advisory that'll come out by the National Hurricane Center. Putting some color on this shot, and again, deep convection here. The center is right here, right just probably to the southeast of the actual convection here. But you can see that the shear has lightened a little bit. The outflow is better, still kind of sloppy. You can see a lot of dry air here. I was talking about this the other day that I believe there's a lot of mid-level dry air still entrained in here, and I'm going to show you here on the water vapor loop here, a lot more dry air coming down. So a little sloppy up here for the outflow, and this has a lot to do with the dry air, and this could impede this system as it moves off to the west-northwest and northwest here in the next few days. Really going to have to see how that dry air affects this system. I mean, again, a lot of heat content down here, high ocean heat content. You see storms definitely spin up pretty quickly in this area, and we can't discount not seeing a hurricane down in here. Like I said, the only thing would be that dry air. The shear forecast, not the greatest, not the worst. So, again, we'll see that happen here. And if you look at the shear today, there's still going to be this band of higher shear just to its north. The shear looks like it's probably going to stay about the same the next few days. So, again, not perfect conditions for explosive development. And I don't see no Wilma coming out of this thing by any stretch of the imagination. But not out of the question that we might see a Category 1 hurricane down in here. So Again, we'll see what happens down the road there. And again, water vapor loop. We have another shortwave trough coming through the Gulf today, and you can see just pounding more of this dry air in here. Fall is established up here, folks. We're not going to get hurricane. Nothing's going to come up this way. Florida, you're pretty much out of the woods. You know, you still want to keep the southern tip of Florida here. Could come in play here down the road. Still too early to say if it's gonna. My thinking is two ways this goes. Weak and just moves into the Yucatan, dies out in here, or really gets a little stronger and then gets shunted to the northeast this way and totally misses Florida. So again, if you're living down in extreme South Florida and the Keys, you want to keep an eye on this one. For the rest of the state and for the rest of the Gulf, you're fine from this system. This is not going to affect you guys. All right, model runs quickly here. This is the just all the model runs put together. You can see the consensus is moving it towards the Yucatan, towards Belize, and then this is where the uncertainty comes down the road. Will we have the big hook this way, or will it just sit down here? That's where we're going to see the uncertainty. GFS basically just sits it down here for the next week. Doesn't move it anywhere. You'll see this come into play here. Slow move to the west-northwest. This trough comes down towards Thursday, Friday time frame. Does not pick it up and just kind of leaves it stuck down here. We're also going to watch this energy here from 97L. We have another week, another possible system here, and we'll see what happens again with that system as well as we move towards the end of the week. Euro model, again, keeps the system weak. This is Monday night. You can see tonight, still sitting out there. And then as we move towards Tuesday night and then into Wednesday night, it is already into the Belize, Central America, Yucatan area, and it's done. So that's what we have from the Euro today. Canadian model, again, we'll put this into motion. And you can see again, that west movement dies it off, and then here's what 97L might even develop behind it. But again, you see the global models basically pushing this towards Belize and the Yucatan and then killing it off. But then we do have our HWRF model, which has been consistent and pulling this more north, and then again, taking the quick exit, the right door out of here, not even affecting Florida and moving it over Cuba. Again, another possibility. Again, it's good. Like I said, this is going to go two ways. Belize, Yucatan, die off. Maybe get a little stronger and make the exit out this way. Possibility. GFDL model, almost like the HWRF, except not as a big of a hook, kind of a little hook, and then maybe sit it down here a little longer. So that's what we have today. Again, for the United States, this doesn't look like it's going to be a threat. Again, the Keys, extreme South Florida, you want to just keep a little eye on this one. I don't believe it's going to be a big threat. And we'll just have to see down the road how close it does come to the Florida Straits, that area down the road. That's it for my update today. I will have another update tomorrow on Tropical Storm Rina. You can follow me on Facebook. It's Robert, ACANFRIO. And don't forget, weatherbunker.com. Great website, a lot of fun. Good discussions on a number of topics on that site. Have a good day.